Following is an Infinity One Productions presentation, keeping it honest, insightful, interactive. Covering the latest in wrestling and beyond, you're listening to the RCWR Show with Lee Sanders.
Of course, Joe, we saw WWE Raw this past Monday night, where one of the main highlights was Daniel Bryan being in this position some would describe as the new Stone Cold Steve Austin, taking on the new Corporation 2.0, which now consists of Mr. McMahon and his daughter, his son-in-law Triple H, the WWE Champion Randy Orton, the Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. Talk about a powerhouse of a stable right there. Pretty much, Daniel Bryan, he had his moment right here on Monday Night Raw. A lot of us were concerned about what direction Daniel Bryan was going to be going after the events of SummerSlam. Joe, looking back on how things played out on Monday night, was this something that you expected? Did it catch you off guard, the way they elevated Daniel Bryan?
It didn't catch me off guard. But what I want to commend the WWE for is that it seems that they made Daniel Bryan a bigger star than he was Sunday night when he actually won the belt for about 5 minutes. Daniel Bryan is doing big things, man. I'm really excited. I can't remember a Raw that ended that, I would say since probably the Nexus of 2011, where I was so excited to have to watch WWE TV. It's can't miss TV now.
That's a very good time period that you brought up. I would definitely share those same sentiments. It definitely kind of feels like this is a really good time to be watching the WWE right now. Not since what you said there, the Nexus, really. Or if you want to go a little bit more recent than that, maybe, just maybe CM Punk's pipe bomb moment. This is a really good time to be a WWE fan right now. A lot of people are looking at what went down Monday night, and they're saying to themselves, is this the return of the Attitude Era? What exactly is going on here? Some folks are wondering if maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to possibly get involved with this. And I was kind of marinating on just that idea earlier this week after seeing Raw. I said, is a Stone Cold Steve Austin needed? And honestly, no. Although I think it would be kind of nice to maybe see Daniel Bryan reach out to Stone Cold Steve Austin in a way where he's like, look, you took on the Corporation and you defeated them. You came out on top. I need to learn what I can from you. Is there anything you can say, anything you can do to help me get this one up on the Corporation? It would be kind of nice to maybe see Daniel Bryan in some type of a story angle where he's taking a trip down Broken Skull Ranch to see the WWE Hall of Famer and get some tips from him, things of that nature. Because there's that part of me, Joe, that does want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin come back. And I can't help but say to myself, if there was ever a time to see Stone Cold come back, this is the perfect timing right now. But, realistically, I just don't see it happening. But I think we still have to answer that question. I definitely want to ask you, is a Stone Cold Steve Austin or somebody that is familiar with the evil corporation, is these previous WWE stars like Stone Cold, The Rock, are they needed to get Daniel Bryan over, or with the current supporting cast, they don't need it?
I don't think they're necessarily needed, even though what you just said was very interesting, having Daniel Bryan reach out to Steve Austin, take a tour of the ranch. That's a very interesting idea. But here's what I would like to see in a perfect world that I think will be great. What I would want to see is the return of Shane McMahon back in Daniel Bryan. I think that will be excellent.
Of course, Shane McMahon. How long has he been gone from the WWE now? What's it been, almost 5, 6, maybe 7 years?
Yeah, possibly about 7 years. But we all know Shane McMahon is the son of Vince. Shane McMahon, they could play into a storyline where Triple H could play the son that Vince McMahon has always wanted. And that would be hinting towards the return of Shane. And they could play that kind of storyline where Shane wants to prove he wants to out is wrong, and he wants to take over the business, for example, and he has his own vision for the face of the WWE, and he could back Daniel Bryan, and it could be feud all over again.
That would really be awesome. Now, for those of you that might not know what's been going on with Shane McMahon, last I heard, he became president of a company, I believe, overseas. I want to say somewhere in Japan. I can't remember what it deals with. I want to say it has something to do with television, but it's nothing to do with wrestling. He's been doing very well for himself in that new position. And a lot of folks have been wondering if we'll ever see a day where Shane McMahon will come back into the WWE. Some even speculated over the years that him and Vince, they had a fallout. I admit that there was a little bit of a rough spot there after he left, but I definitely know within recent years, because I've seen pictures of them floating around constantly, they're on good terms with each other. They're still a part of each other's lives, but I think there's just that part of Shane McMahon that, unfortunately, when you think about it, I think he realizes deep down that there will never come a time where he'll own WWE, which is why he went out and pretty much made his own mark as a businessman. Could we see the Shane McMahon character come back into the WWE? Joe, I love that. I think that would be freaking phenomenal.
Yes.
Unfortunately, though, unless Shane McMahon's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, which I think, honestly, he's earned it because he's given us some really, really good matches for the time that he was there. I just don't see him coming back in the story angle. But just like what you said with the Stone Cold, yes, the Shane McMahon would also be a really good angle. And how close to the truth is that? Because we all know Vince McMahon, he loves Triple H. He loves him to death. That is the son that he's always wanted. So, that, way to play off of real events, if you will. Yeah, I'd be down for that. But, yeah, I'm really excited. This is really good times for WWE right now.